Did he flip us off?
Yeah.
Doesn't identify himself, and then he flips us off.
Guys, just let him finish. Come on.
Hey, all I was doing is standing here, sir.
All right.
Okay. All I was doing is standing here.
You can do that from at least another 20
And I can do it right here. I'm not hurting anybody. I've been standing here for 35 minutes.
Trying to finish this traffic stop.
He could finish his traffic stop. I'm not doing anything to impede him from finishing his traffic stop. Am I? We got an officer shining this light in our camera here.
Hi. Can I help you? How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You're in the middle of my traffic stop. You can do this from like 20 feet away, please. Please.
Why can't I do it here?
Because I'm asking you to. I'm in the middle of a stop. You can zoom in from 20 feet away. Help yourself. Help yourself. Are you part of this stop? Have a good night, sir.
What's your name and
Have a good night.
Yeah, what's your name and badge number, sir?
Are you part of my stop?
I'm not
You don't need my name and my badge number. How's
Yes,
that?
I do.
Well, hey, what's up, guys? Every camera counts here. I'm on 7th Street in Bethany Home. Looks like we got potential for a DUI stop here. We've got 3 officers. Tall officer there. Seems like he wants to lecture this gentleman.
I'm just talking what I'm seeing. Are there any medications of any kind?
You just asked him if he's on any medications of any kind.
Any medical marijuana? Okay.
You just asked him if he's taking any medical marijuana. I don't know if you guys can hear. He's asking to take a look at his eyes. He's asking if he's healthy. No head, neck, or back pain. Gentleman saying that he's got something wrong with his feet. Also, he has contact lenses. Not sure what's going on now. It's going into this vehicle of theirs. We'll try to get a little bit closer. It's my understanding this is like a DUI van. They have testing area there in the van. Get them out here in Phoenix. You guys can see back there. There's my buddy Phoenix Cop Watch.
Oh, yeah. Michigan? We're out of Michigan. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Looks like the officer and the gentleman have a connection to Michigan. I don't know, it's like almost like what I would relate to like a little ambulance.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
This is our second stop of the night. The first stop was lame. It was just a young lady that had a flat tire. And I actually offered to change her tire. I tried to change her tire, but she had terrible tools to change a tire, and I walked back and got tools out of my car. By the time I got back to the young lady, the tow truck driver had shown up, and you know, I'm sure he charged her an arm and a leg to change her tire for her, but I didn't feel too bad because he had a tire iron, and he had a tire iron, and he had to use a breaker bar as well. So now they're asking the gentleman to go ahead and step into the car there. I want to get a little closer if I can. Sure, it won't be long until they really give me a hard time here. So again, we're on Bethany Home on 7th Street in Phoenix. Came out here initially to do a protest, and the protest didn't happen because there wasn't enough people. It's only like 30 protesters. Been driving around all night with Phoenix Cop Watch. It's 12:19 a.m. on August 1st. 19 minutes into the 1st of August. That officer has a mask on, but it's all right. Where? It's not wearing a mask. I am wearing a mask. I got a trusty N95 on. So we had just actually, me and Phoenix Cop Watch were just actually deciding to call it a night. I got about an hour's drive to get home from here. I'm out in Pinal County, Arizona. The problem I'm having is Pinal County has a Phase 2 P25 system, and I'm not able to listen to them on a scanner. So I literally just drive around, mostly just watch them sit around and talk. They don't really go to any calls. I've only seen them on 2 calls out there since I started doing this. Granted, it's only been about 2 weeks. So we didn't actually hear this call on the scanner. We were just driving by. And I said, hey, I think I see some lights over there. Sure enough, I did see some lights. You can see the officers again looking at his eyes again. We got here pretty early in this stop. I guess the officer had enough cost to make him go inside this little ambulance-looking van here. Some sort of DUI van that they have here in Phoenix. And I'm not sure if he's administering a breathalyzer test. What's going on in there. I've been looking in there, but I haven't seen him do any kind of breathalyzer or anything just yet. Officers getting into the vehicle. They have something out. Maybe the gentleman thought I wasn't trustworthy and thought maybe I would steal something out of his car. I don't know what the officer was getting out. Maybe he's getting his license. I don't know. This seems weird. Whatever. I mean, it seems weird to me because I sure wouldn't want any police officer going into my vehicle for anything under no circumstances. The guy's on Bluetooth inside his car. He made a call. There's another officer speeding by. But he's on Bluetooth inside the car. I could hear his call inside the car. He's doing it again. They're closing up the van. Now they sealed up that van for a reason. I'm not sure why. My guess is it's they didn't want the camera seeing what they're doing in there. I mean, if they make any kind of mistake, they definitely don't want a witness to that mistake. You know, I mean, heaven forbid, these officers don't often make mistakes, but you never know, they could make a mistake, and I could capture it on camera, and this gentleman could be set free. Who knows? I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I guess they suspected him of driving under the influence. I'm not sure. But they definitely shut that door. Don't let the camera out here. So we've now been out here for 16 minutes. It amazes me how long these traffic stops take, you know. I mean, we had 3 officers out here. It's been just right on 20 minutes. It took me about 5 minutes to walk from my vehicle over here before I started filming, maybe 10 minutes. So realistically, we're at the about the 30-minute mark. But I know here in Arizona, it's not difficult to get any DUI. You don't have to drink very much to be considered over the legal limit. And I know that the fines are hefty as ever. I don't know personally, but I've heard that the fines are outrageous. I mean, I'm sure they're outrageous everywhere. You know, with good reason. With good reason. I mean, people shouldn't be driving inebriated on the streets. Shouldn't be driving intoxicated on the streets. That's for certain. Since I have a minute of platform, let's talk about the electoral college, right? Let's talk about that for a second. Now, I'm under the age of 50, but I'm over the age of 40. And it doesn't matter who I've voted for since I could vote, or it wouldn't matter who I voted for since I've been alive. Arizona has been a red state, which means they're a Republican state. So how effective is voting anyway? You know, when you have these states like Arizona, who is always red, when you have these states like California and New York that are always blue. You know, I think that we have to have some sort of different way to do these things. You know, we have presidents that get elected that didn't win the popular vote, so they say. I mean, I don't know if that's even true or not. You know, but you know, why don't you guys leave how you feel, what you think about the Electoral College in the comment section? I mean, I'd love to hear if I'm the only bozo that cares about this sort of thing, then let me know. Let me know by all means. You know, but I mean, I just don't get it, man. I don't get the Electoral College, the 270 to win or 370 to win or whatever it is. I can't remember right offhand. But again, like I said, it doesn't matter if I vote Democrat or I vote Republican, because Republicans have voted since I've been alive. This has been a red state since I've been alive. I think there's something wrong with that. But maybe I'm the only bozo that thinks that way. So anyway, we're on the 23-minute mark here. We are got the door shut. They got the officer in there conducting his interview, his test, if you will. We got one guy out here. I'll call the babysitter. The no-mask babysitter. I don't know if he's yawning or coughing. He's putting his hands up to his mouth. Mr. No-mask babysitter. Good paid babysitter, though. That's my understanding. I am sweating my ass off right now. It's so hot out here. And I got a big beard. I've been growing my beard since November. In November it'll be 2 years. And I try not to trim it. I do it as a self-protest to a current event that I had in my life. I shouldn't say current event because it's almost 2 years ago now, but I've been growing this beard as a self-protest, mostly as a reminder when I look in the mirror of, you know, the injustices inside the country we're living in. the income inequality in the country we're living in. And my beard is out of control. And right now I feel like I just have a mouthful of hair because this mask is just creating like a sauna underneath it, and it just feels wet and sweaty, and the hair is just getting sucked up into my mouth. It's pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. But that's what I do for my automaniacs, you know, for my 150 subscribers. I'm out here on August the 1st, now at 12:39 a.m. But I don't just do it for you guys. I do it for that gentleman that's in the back of that weird-looking, almost ambulance-type van. Because I do it because I had to call him after the recent events with the George Floyd and the Carlos Ingram Lopez and the Breonna Taylor and the Brian Whitaker and the James Garcia and Deion Johnson. I mean, I could go all day, it seems like, but I'm going to stop there. But for God's sakes, police, learn how to police us. Stop going out there and earning the hate. You're a human being, we're a human being. I challenge every police officer to go out there and read Malcolm Gladwell's book, How to Talk to Strangers. And if you don't want to read it, just listen to it on audiobook. Because he does a story in there that's very compelling, very eye-opening, if you will, about the Sandra Bland case. And another case, I forget right offhand, about a suicide by cop case where a guy was shot an uber amount of times, 20, 30 some times, and come to find out he was wanting to be killed by police. He was wanting to have the police kill him. He was committing suicide by cop. And you know, I don't know Mr. James Garcia, but it just really makes me wonder what the hell was going on in that whole scenario. You know, I mean, he was sitting in his car, asleep in his car. He's approached by an officer. The officer wakes him up. They tell him he needs to get out of there because it's a crime scene and somebody's been stabbed. And it's been reported that they weren't even at the right address. It's been reported that the stabbing was greater than days ago, like a week before it happened. But these officers felt it necessary. They felt it vital that he got out of the car. And when he didn't, they surrounded him. They probably had him in fear for his life, so he got a gun. I mean, I don't know why he got a gun, but he had a gun. He got a gun there. And you could see him in the window mouthing, "Just shoot me, shoot me." I mean, if I'm the officer at that point, I think for everybody's safety, I'm just going to back up, walk away, get back. Let the SWAT team handle it. Let a negotiator come in. Let's figure out what the hell's going on before I just fucking shoot him. You know? I think they said that they put 18 rounds between two officers in the guy's head. Come on. There's something wrong with that. Again, learn how to police us, police. But anyway, we're at the 31-minute mark here. The gentleman's still in the car. The officer looks like he's still lecturing. He was doing an awful lot of lecturing, you know, over here, doing an awful lot of lecturing about how this guy was driving. I heard him say something about you signaled one way and you turned another way and it seemed like you were mad and this and that, you know. That's another thing I don't agree with, really. You know, I mean, here's this officer. Sure, you're trying to do a job, you know. Sure, you're trying to do a job. And I know that speed kills, but I just don't understand what gives him the authority I mean, I guess because he's an officer, that gives him the authority. But to lecture another man, you know? I just don't get it. This guy is out of the car. Out of the ambulance thing. Stepped on a can. He's got some paperwork in his hands. Maybe he's going to get to go free. He's making another call, but it's ringing in his car. Because there's Officer Creepy creeping in on us. He's got his mask on. The other officer's got his mask on. We got Officer Babysitter no mask. And we got the gentleman all in the picture here. So what do you guys think? Are we going to let him go home? Are we going to make somebody come pick him up? Here comes a lift. There's a couple over here in this parking lot trying to fix a tire. We got an officer shining this light in our camera here.
Hi, can I help you? How are you tonight?
I'm doing well, how are you?
You're in the middle of my traffic stop. You can do this from like 20 feet away, please. Please.
Why can't I do it here?
Because I'm asking you to. I'm in the middle of a stop. You can zoom in from 20 feet away. Help yourself. Help yourself. Are you part of this stop? Have a good night, sir.
What's your name and
Have a good night.
Yeah, what's your name and badge number, sir?
Are you part of my stop?
I'm not
You don't need my name and my badge number. How's
Yes,
that?
I do.
Well, why did you approach me then?
Don't approach us like that.
Have a good night.
No, you get off
Have a
the
good night.
street.
You have a good night.
Okay. So,
Get off the street and stop abusing the public. So that's Phoenix's finest right here.
I've been standing here for 35 minutes and now all of a sudden it's a problem. Can you get your light out of my face, please?
yeah, walk away.
No, I'm not going to walk away.
Walk away. Have a good night, sir.
You walk away.
Have a good night.
So this is
I've been standing here for 35 minutes. What's the problem now?
Thank you.
Cactus Park. If you want to call them.
Guys, just let him finish. Come on.
Hey, all I was doing is standing here, sir.
All right.
Okay, all I was doing is standing here.
You can do that from at least another 20
And I
feet away,
can do it right here. I'm not hurting anybody. I've been standing here for 35
He's trying to
minutes.
finish this traffic stop.
He
okay?
could finish his traffic stop. I'm not doing anything to impede him from finishing his traffic stop. Am I? "35 minutes later, it's a problem."
This officer holding the flashlight should not be a police officer.
Doesn't want to identify himself.
You should be at home drinking tea. Tyrant, get a new job. We're coming for your badge.
Yeah, come on, sir. Come on, sir.
Just running his mouth all the way into his car. Been here for 35 minutes. Good night. I'm glad you got off, sir.
Have a good night.
We're here for your safety. Fucking prick. Did he flip us off?
Yeah.
Doesn't identify himself and then he flips us off.
So we flipped every camera down and myself off. This would probably be a Sunny Slope precinct or substation. So if you want to call them, it's also patrolled by Cactus Park.
So that's how they treat the public. That's how they treat the public that's standing on a public sidewalk filming because they're tyrants. If we wouldn't have been here, they probably would have beat that gentleman up.
Yep.
They probably would have beat him up. Because that's what they do in the state of Arizona. They beat people up. And if they don't beat you up, they shoot you and kill you. They kill people for holding guns. They kill people. That's why I'm out here, guys. That's why I'm out here. Because somebody's got to hold these assholes accountable for their fucking behavior. You know what would happen to me at my job if I flipped somebody off? I would be fired. I would be fired. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous is what it is. Goddamn fucking cops earn the hate every fucking day. I've had it with these motherfuckers. Anyways, I'm sorry for that, guys, but damn it, it pisses me off. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Every camera counts. I'm out.